Okay, I am a self-professed do-it-yourselfer. Like, I like to make things and create things all on my own. Um, I tend to appreciate them more when I do that, and they mean a lot more when I actually take the time to make things. So, my first um, wedding do-it-yourselfer is the ribbon wands, and they will serve as um, kind of like favors from the wedding, but more so, they are what our guests will use to send us off at the end of the night. At the end of the wedding reception, back in the day, you used to be able to throw birdseed, and then they decided that birdseed was harmful to animals. And then people started to blow bubbles, but I think, well, I don't particularly care for bubbles. I'll just put it that way. So I didn't want to do bubbles. And my favorite thing was um, the sparkles, but our venue doesn't allow sparkles. So the next best thing was a ribbon wand. Ribbon wands are very easy to make. Um, and the thing about them is you can throw in your own little twist or whatever. I, um, or should I say we, are doing a somewhat bling theme, if you will, whereas a lot of our decor and everything will have a lot of glitz and glamour to it. You'll see lots of sparkle. It matches both of our explosive personalities, if you will. And, it's just a touch that I think will give all of our guests a view into our world. So, um, to make a ribbon wand is really easy. I'm about to show you the finished product, and then I'll go through making just one. Of course, like I said, because I like bling, my ribbon wands have, I don't know if you can see or really tell, some glue. Ribbon wands have bling around them, and the ribbons are our wedding colors, which are pink. It's like a pastel. These are not really bright pinks and everything. It's like a pastel pink, a metallic silver or gray, and white. Um, you can see these colors better in the light. I'm sure you can't see it on this video camera. But anyway, so basically what happens is at the end of the night, as we're leaving and we're walking out or whatever, our guests just wave the ribbons back and forth. And I've only made two so far. Oops. Sorry, I dropped it. I've only made two so far. But basically, that's just what happens. You know, it makes for great pictures. And this looks really good, by the way. And to curl your ribbon, of course, all you would do is just roll it around the dowel. And this ribbon curls really nicely, which I love. Roll it around the dowel, and when you let it go, it automatically curls nice and neat for you, so that when you store them, you know, they'll be really pretty when they unfold for the guests. So, anyway, to make ribbon wands, I don't know if I'm going to keep this one. This is a tester, and this one looks better than this one. So yeah, I'm not going to, well, whatever. Well, it doesn't matter. So, to make a ribbon wand, mercy, hold on. Okay, to make to make a ribbon wand, you will need, of course, I have 30 feet of the ribbon of my choice. I have 3 different colors. Like I said, if you have, 2 colors, 1 color doesn't matter. Okay. I think that'll work better. Maybe not. I guess you shouldn't try to do stuff like this while sitting in bed, but it's midnight and I'm normally asleep by 9. So for me to be up at midnight doing this is really a big deal. So anyway, to make a ribbon wand, you will need the ribbon, scissors. If you're like me, you need bling. Now I bought this bling already on, or whatever, connected or whatever, because it's a lot easier than gluing individual crystals on anything. So I just was not about to do that. And then you need what are called dowels. They're very inexpensive to make. I think the most expensive thing that I bought was the bling, and that's just because I had to have the nicest bling. So anyway, what you do is, and I chose to use 4 strands of ribbon on each of my wand. So you measure out about 12 inches of ribbon per strand, and I kind of alternate which color I'll use 2 of, because like I said, I have 4 strands on each wand. Okay. And as you can see, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to do this. Okay. And so you take your 4 cut pieces of ribbon, and I kind of stack mine all 4 on each other, because when I get ready to glue them on the dowel, like, it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because you glue the ribbon to each other, and then it also is glued to the dowel, so you don't have to glue each one on individually. Okay? Like so. Take your dowel and you apply a small bit of glue. Small. You don't want too much, because too much of it will only seep through the ribbon and it'll make the ribbon look nasty, and we don't want that. So, small bit of glue, and you glue your ribbon onto your dowel, and make sure there's enough glue that is going to hold all 4 pieces of your ribbon on. You don't want the piece to fall off. And the thing about glue gun is the glue dries fairly quickly, so you don't have to sit and wait on it to dry to go on to the next step. So, you got your ribbon glued on, all nice and neat and pretty. So this is kind of like your first step to the dowel. I meant to the ribbon wand. Then take your bling, which I'm going to need so much more of. I only bought a little bit because I didn't know how it was going to work out. You take your bling and you pretty much wrap it. You start it where the ribbon starts. I don't know if you can see that. And you go around, which kind of helps to keep the ribbon in place, all the way until the bling meets each other. So you pretty much, the circumference of the dowel. I lost my scissors. Glue everywhere. And you repeat the same step as you did with the ribbon, where again a small bit of glue, doesn't take a lot, onto the bling. Now if you're doing them individually, of course you'd have to glue them on individually, which means it'd take you a whole lot longer to do this. So you take and, the same step as you did with the ribbon. Apply the bling. And I do a row of 2 to give it that. So measure it just like you did before. Same thing, glue. And I cannot reiterate, not too much. Too much glue is always a bad thing. And that's in everything. Hair. Some people are wearing tracks with too much glue. Just too much. So. And voila. You have a ribbon wand. And the glue dries so fast that I can already wave it and everything. Pretty much instantly. And of course, you curl your ribbon really nicely. And there you have it, a ribbon wand. So now I have 3 ribbon wands. So that's my first do-it-yourself project. I have 3, that means I need to make about 97 more of these. I'm only going to make 100 because I'm sure all of the guests won't participate in the sending us off part of the reception. Honestly, with all the weddings I've been to, I don't think I've ever stayed until the bride and groom left. So, hopefully my guests will give us the pleasure of staying to the end of the reception. I greatly appreciate it. And on my next do-it-yourself project, I guess I'll make another video, unless I'm just not as bored as I am tonight. So, with that being said, that's the wedding wand. Toodles.